Hello, lads. You're gonna be eating lunch with me today, because I actually like you guys, and I don't try not to eat lunch with people I don't like. This is like some beef and vegetable soup that my grandma made me, or I visited her last Sunday, and so she just gave it to me when I was going back to school, because she said it's gonna be cold this week and you might need some soup, and she was right. So I'm finishing it off, and then she also gave me cornbread. Over here, I'm not gonna pick this up right now. I'm just letting the butter melt on top of it because, yeah. But I think I'm just gonna go over my week with you guys, and I just remembered all the things that happened this week, and I busted out laughing. Genuinely, it's been a trip, truly. Okay, let's start. Okay. Friday, I had anatomy lab, 3 hours long. It was blood typing. Yeah. And so I couldn't go to the gym in the morning because I had to get ready for the lab and wake up and brush my teeth. And so fast forward to Sunday when I come back from home, because I went home that last weekend. And I said, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm hit legs, because I always hit legs. I try to hit legs Monday. Okay. Monday's push, Wednesday's pull, Friday's legs, and then Tuesday, Thursday, usually like cardio or like, you know, heavy stretching, all that stuff. And so I went to hit legs at like 7 p.m. on a Sunday. I usually don't go to the gym at night unless I'm going to dance class on Monday and Wednesday. It's 6. But I go to the gym and I hit legs, and then I'm like, I'm not done. So I get on the stationary bike and I pedal for like 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm not done. And so I go upstairs to like the walking track, and I like do a walk one, run one, walk one, run one. And then I look down at the courts and I'm seeing people playing volleyball. I love volleyball. I'm not very good. We'll get to that later. But I like volleyball. I enjoy. And so I'm gonna turn off my computer. Shut off my battery. Just shut down. Yeah. But I look down and I see 2 familiar figures. The recurring, these 2 boys, Knucklehead number 1, Knucklehead number 2, are recurring features of my life. Like, I don't, like, the school we go to isn't that big. And also we cohabitate the same spaces, you know, and so I just see them. So I saw Alex and Sandra playing volleyball. And I was looking at Alex's serve. It's really good. He's like an actual volleyball player. And I realized that this is like their intramural team, like practice kind of. And they were practicing against other teams and just like, just playing like little like matches, and then or like a little set, like a set. And if someone lost a set, then they would rotate out or whatever. And so I'm watching, of course. And I say, and I'm still running. I'm running and walking, but while I'm walking, I'm looking down. While I'm running, I'm sprinting for, you know, perfect form, as my coach would say. I said, I'm still not done with this gym stuff. And so I go check out a basketball, and I go down to the court, but there were no actual basketball courts available. So I went to like, there's an area where there's kind of like studios, and they're like for racquetball, but you can also like dance and do that stuff. So I went back there and I dribbled and practiced my shooting and whatnot. And then at some point, one of the volleyball teams had left their court, so I went over there to dribble, and I was watching Alex practice his serve, like his jump serve. Phenomenal. Hey. Phenomenal jump serve. Really. He's a volleyball player, which I found out like he's a player. He's a volleyball player, not a player, but a volleyball player. And then I sat, like, I guess they lost their set, or like they were getting ready to leave, and I was still dribbling, and he comes up to me. This is kind of where, this is like the iffy part of this week, which will be, this story will continue, but iffy part of this week, he comes up and said, hey, are you going to the CAF? I didn't plan on going to the CAF. I was supposed to go and go back to my room and watch TV with my roommates and my friends at some point in the night. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to the calf. I'll go to the calf. And he's like, great. Do you have any, like, I actually don't know how this works because I have unlimited access to the cafeteria, all right? But I think each person gets like 10 guest meals that they can swipe for other people or like family members and whatnot. And he's like, oh, do you have any of those? And I said, yeah, I've never used them, so of course I do. And so he's like, great. And he's like, oh, I'm just gonna put on my hoodie, my jacket. It was really cold that night. I didn't have a coat, but I braved the storm because why not? I wasn't gonna go back to my room and whatnot. But he put on the hoodie and we walked to the calf, him and Sanjar, as Alex calls him, Sanjar. And I was trying to get, like, it was me and Alex were very chatty. If you haven't, I'm very chatty. Alex is very chatty. We were talking about, because we were talking about like sports and school and whatnot. And then it was just the three of us, and I was like kind of moving. So like it would be like all three of us on the sidewalk, but it wasn't working. So Sandra ended up in the back. And I was trying to turn around to get his like input on things, and he was just not. He's kind of like nod, whatever. And then I talked about like my knee injury, how I had to stop like playing sports and whatnot. And they like, I explained to them how my knee, when I had burst into my knee, for those who don't know, it went in and then out, then in and out. I said, oh, they're like, oh, that sounds terrible. And I said, yes, it was terrible. It hurt very bad. I just stopped high jumping in track for all of that to go to PT. But anyway, we get to the calf and I sit with them because I'm not sitting by myself. Absolutely not. So I was like, you're gonna sit with us or whatever. And I wasn't very hungry at that point. So it's like 9, maybe like 9:30, 9:40. My cafe closes at 10, by the way. And so we're just sitting there hanging out, talking. Two of their like female friends came and they sat with us, and I met them because I'd like seen them at their table like afar. Like I've seen this big old group of them hang out, and I was like, okay, they seem cool. And so I met them, and they were very sweet. One of them is also a nursing major, and we talked about like lab and all that. Very nice. And then I think while they were doing that, Alex and Sandra were going over their rotation for volleyball. And just like because like their friend who works at the calf, he had given them a rotation set, and they were like, Alex was like, I don't like this. He wanted to start on serving and then someone else rotate in or whatever. So him, Sanzer, and very tall Japanese guy could be their back line, which I did agree with. But their Egyptian friend, Saif, comes over after his shift ends, and he sits with us, and we're all talking about their friends, talking about like not really me. I'm just like kind of like watching. And then I think Alex and Sandra leave, and then Saif's just Saif and me sitting next to it. He's like, oh, let me come around. He like sat in front of me, and then guys, we stayed in the cafeteria until like 11:15. I spoke to this guy for 2 hours about so much. We talked about religion and America and politics and sports. And I found that he used to be an equestrian. He was raising guitar. We spoke for 2.5 hours. I got kicked out of the cafeteria. I've never been kicked out of the cafeteria before. Crazy. And I've been there late, and he got me ice cream because he works there. And he's like, you want ice cream? I was like, yeah, actually I do. We talked about a lot of different stuff. Like, and it was a really good conversation. I don't know. And then we got kicked out. Guys, don't hate me. Don't hate me. My sister will have a panic attack. But he lives at these apartments. This is really bad. like, the thing is, I knew, okay, this is really bad. It's not great. But he was like, do you have a car? And when we're leaving, and I said, yeah, I'm like, we're just gonna go, like, sit. I was like, because he lives at apartment, because it was really cold that night. It was really cold that night, by the way. Because it snowed this week. It snowed this week. It was getting cold. So he lives at an apartment, like, apartments down the street, like 2 minutes away from campus. But 2-minute drive is pretty far walk, and it was cold. So I was like, I'll just drive you. I don't mind. Guys, I know what you're all thinking. I know. I have means to protect myself. I got these fists and I got all the stuff in my car. Do not worry. I was fine. And I also knew he was not gonna, and you know, like, never trust a man, but I just, my gut told me he wasn't gonna do anything, but we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. So, my friends, blame me for it. Anyway, but no, we had, like, while the car warmed up, we had a nice conversation, talked some mess about some of his friends. Yeah, so yeah, it was great. That was Sunday. Then Monday, oh, and mind you, he invited me to their volleyball game. Intramural volleyball game was the next day at 10:30. Actually, no, it was, I think Alex invited me. I don't think I got an official invite. They were just like, oh, I think Safe was like, oh, you should come. It's at 10:30, and Alex was like, 10:30. He looks at Sansa. He was like, we're in the bed by then. We're in the bed by then. And so I'm like, I said 10:30. Yo. Pause. Anyway, but Monday's Monday. I only have 2 classes. I found some really. I have a research paper I have to do for honors. And I found this really good book. It's called Under the Skin: The Hidden Toll of Racism on American Lives and on the Health of Our Nation. Because my paper, it's you have to write a claim of policy for like, it's like a broad topic, but then we have to localize it to the city that our university is in. And so I picked might probably change it a little bit, tweak it, but Black maternal mortality rates and medical racism, and like how people are treated differently based on race, especially Black women that dying more often during birth, or the baby dying more often, either one. And so that's what I'm writing about. But I had such a great time in the library. Oh my gosh, I love the library. It's amazing. Tuesday, oh no. Monday, I go to their intramural volleyball game. They lose, whatever. And then Monday is when we got the notice that class was canceled because of snow. And yeah, I got canceled because of snow. So I stayed up kind of late the night, because I went with some of my friends. I went with Sylvie and Rainey, and Sylvie brought her volleyball, and we like bumped and sat to each other. And this is when I realized that I didn't realize that I love volleyball, but I didn't know how much I like to slide on the court. And I was wearing jeans. So I was sliding on the court, and I kind of copied, I guess. I was kind of poking fun at Alex, not to his face. I did tell him he had a really good game, but I took a lot of notes. On their stuff, which I might show him, I might not, but that's like about their games. Like, I want Koyo, the tall Japanese guy, I want him to hit with full force, like use gravity. He's literally 6'5". It's not hard. I want them to stay out of the net. I would prefer them to move, like be prepared to move more. Especially like they just don't stand straight up. What sport are you ever standing straight up in? Get ready to return or whatever. All that. There's notes. But Alex, he's flexible, but he was like, when he was returning, he's going up midair, returning it, and then he has a long way to fall. And so his body's just thud, and he would just roll up, get up, yo. So I was also hitting the floor, and I was like, oh my, Sylvia, I'm like Alex right now. But yeah, I had a good time. I love volleyball. And then on Tuesday, since I had no class, I did my work, and Did I go to the library on Tuesday or is that Wednesday? Tuesday? I was library again and got a bunch of books at some point this week. And let's see what else. Tuesday, I went to the gym again with Sylvie and my other best friend, Lauren. And we played some volleyball, or like we bumped and said to each other as well. But then some other people came in, and I just want to tell you, I don't play real volleyball. Bump and set and pass to me all day long. I can't, don't pressure me. And so I also don't have knee pads. Forgot to mention, I don't have knee pads. So I was like playing the game, but and my knees were just hitting the floor. Just bruises. They still hurt. It's almost been a week and they still hurt. But played against Alex because he came in at some point. Because everyone knows each other at the school. Everyone. And so he came and I sat. Eventually, I didn't want to play volleyball anymore. This is like, okay. Anyway, I didn't want to play volleyball anymore, so I just left. Or I didn't leave, I just sat out and went and got my knee brace because my knee was hurting and did my PT on the sidelines. But after that, at some point, Alex was like, are you going to the calf? And I said, I know what's coming next. And it came. He's like, you want to come with, like, do you want to let me in? Do you want to unlock the, like, and I said, yeah, it's fine. But we talked about this, and it started snowing at this point. It was Tuesday. It was like snowing in our faces when we were, and actually it was less snow and more like hard bits of ice pelting my face, and I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. But we were talking about how I was gonna finish Game of Thrones that week, and I did finish Game of Thrones this week, and I kind of pissed off, but it is what it is. Let's see. Talked about a bunch. But like, this is like when I'm starting to realize, do I like this boy? Also, I guess I can tell y'all this. Y'all don't know these people. But I found out that Alex and his girlfriend broke up. I should have asked why. But Alex and his girlfriend broke up. And so now, at first I was like, hands off. Like, I don't want. And then now I'm just like, they were broken up with. But also, I see him and this girl, like one of the girls female friends that I met on Sunday. I see they're very close, so I don't know, but I'm watching. Keep my eye on him. He's very cute. He's a very nice guy. I've never liked someone who's talked this much before. Truly, so it's just different. It's just different pace for me, but. What else? Wednesday, again, just class. It was stuck inside for the most part. It was cold than a mug. Oh my gosh. And also I hate, because whenever like there's inclement weather at our school, they shorten the cafeteria hours for 4 to 6 instead of 4 to 7, and then plus night cafe. I'm like, I'm hungry. Also, they don't I'm sorry, I'm acting like you're right here, but like they don't keep, they'll open, like breakfast is supposed, like usually it's from 7:30 to like 10. They won't open the cafeteria until 11 o'clock. I'm starving. I'm literally starving. Don't even. But I digress. It just pissed me off again. Then Thursday, nothing really happened like during the day. It's just like after everyone's winding down for the night is when start happening. I don't remember what day this was. I think it might have been Wednesday. What day did Kayla cook? That's dinner. One of them days. Tuesday night, Kayla cooked, and I called Dawn, and we were on the phone for 3 hours, and we're just talking about life. And I was like, am I being taken advantage of right now? Am I? Probably. I mean, I don't think there's any malcontent or like, I wish I could see me right now. Sorry, I should sit up straight. Regal. I love this outfit, by the way. It's just so, I like these pants. They feel very 70s, but especially my hair back. But I just texted Dawn. I was like, Okay, how do you know? Hey, so like, how do you know if you're being taken advantage of? I get a call like 20 seconds later. Literally hit sent. I was like, hey, what's up? And I love Dom for that, truly. I'm like, and the thing is, like, I never let someone's beauty blind you to their behavior. I'm gonna say this again. Never let someone's beauty blind you to their behavior. One more time, like Dr. Umar. Never let someone's beauty blind you to their behavior. And that's from me. That's from me. And you take that as you will. But just because he's cute doesn't mean, don't let yourself be treated like this. And then like it's just a lot. I don't know, like, I don't know. And I'm like, and I think I was like kind of like trying to rationalize it, like, well, I'm not gonna use him anyway. So like, what? Like, but yeah, he owes me. In my head, he owes me. And everyone's like, I made up. I'm like, next time he asks, I'm gonna say either just say, no, I'm not going to the calf, or no, give me the $1. Give me the $1. Or like, just like, no, I can't, I don't have any more, yada, yada, yada. So we saw that issue. But I think the biggest thing I was like scared of was like, why don't I care? And this is where I'm like, do I like this guy? Do I like this guy? And on Thursday is when me and my friends were all in this room, and we were talking about, I was like, do you guys, I'm the queen of lead off questions and clarifying questions, but I was like, do you guys like whenever you like someone, do you base that off your past, like the feeling of off of your past experiences? And I know I don't, because like when I like Sanzer, whatever, I feel like I would feel like my chest was caving in almost. Like I would look at him and I would yeah, and so yeah. Like I can't even begin to explain, but it's like all breath was like just taken out of me. And then like I think it was a Tuesday after, yeah, it was Tuesday after I had like, because Alex had said that if his friends weren't in the cafeteria, he would sit with me and my friends, and I was hoping that he would, because like, come with me, like, it's fine. Okay, whatever. I'm literally a sugar mama right now. You have to, yeah, but whatever. Sugar mama at 19 is wild, by the way. We made it. But like some of his friends were in there, and he sat with them, and I said, bye, Alex. But I can always feel someone's eyes on me. So I'm like eating, I'm listening to my friends talk, I'm laughing, and I feel eyes on me. And I like would turn my head a little bit, and he's looking at me. Don't look at me and not say what's up, not wave. Because usually he will like wave. He does like the shyest, like little, like a something. Don't just look at me do nothing, and expect me to be normal and chill. But that happened again on Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. And I was just like catch him at the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the freak? What the freak, man? But Thursday. So this one of Alex's friends, like the guys, one of their friends, like an international student named Yusef, who had spoken to Rainey, my favorite roommate, on Monday after the game, after the volleyball game. They had exchanged Instagrams or whatever, and he DM'd her and was like, oh, hi, like, how's your day, yada yada yada, would you like to meet me for coffee at some point? And she's like, not coffee, but you can come to dinner with my friends on Friday. And so we were all like, we I take this stuff serious. I'm a plotter, I'm a schemer, I'm a planner, okay? I live for this. And so mind you, I'm the one texting because Rainey is like, just take it, just take the phone. I'm like, what you want to say? I'll say it in your voice, but like, what do you want me to say? And so we had a seating chart of where everyone was gonna sit, like literally. And then I needed information. So I opened my Instagram, go to my DMs, swipe, scroll. Alex. Yo, I have a question. Yep. I think your little friend, Yusuf, likes my little friend, my roommate. And he's like, your roommate? And he's like, LOL, what, like, who is this person? Or like, who's Rainey? And I was like, my roommate. I like send pictures. And funniest conversation I had all week. I'm still thinking about this conversation to this very second, because it was so funny. Because at the beginning he was like kind of like slow to like respond, and we were, because mind you, it was me, Kayla, Emmanuel, Rainey, all in my room, because Rainey and I have been doing work because our other roommates were in the living room and we didn't want to be in there with them. So just saying. But we were just talking, and it was like I thought that maybe like they were also doing the same thing as we were, like everyone's crowding around the phone, just waiting for the message, and I respond fast just because that's what we were like. But once he got going, he was going. He was like interrupting like me when I was talking, like not like we were on the phone, we were texting. And let's see. I have them. I have all screenshots. Because it's so funny. But he was like, "Oh, I just need," because I was like, "I just need information." He's like, "What do you want to know?" And I said, "What are you willing to offer?" But he asked like how old she was, and Rainey's younger than me. She's 18, and she's a baby. She's a real baby. Born in July. Crazy. But we were asking the funniest thing out of this conversation, because I'm not gonna show you screenshots, but the funniest thing out of this conversation was when Alex asked, he said, how old is she? He asked how old she is, and then I responded, and he's like, are they allowed to date? And then he responded to his own message, theoretically, and then responded to that message, that sounds weird. I said, yes, Alex, that does sound weird. But I said, are they allowed to date? I said, boy, yeah. So yes, well, yes. And then the theoretically part just it kills me. And that sounds weird. At least he knew. At least he acknowledged, like, that sounds weird. And I read it. If I could do his accent, I would. I would. I don't know. He talks like in a very, very, very specific way, and I wish I could do his accent when he was typing that out. It's so funny. He was like, "Oh well, Yusuf." He's like, I don't really like talk to Yusuf that much, like as of late, like recently. But he's a cool guy. He's mature. He's religious. Yada yada yada. He's like, are you? I think he asked me like, what do you? He's like, do you know what his intentions are? And I said, I have an idea. Oh. Oh, he cracks me. This boy cracks me up, y'all. It's not as funny to you guys, because in live real time, I was yelling. I said, bah, God. It cracks me up bad, but. And then at some point, I think it was like the end of the conversation, he was like, I think he said something, and he's like, bye, with 2 E's. With 2 E's, like, bye. And I said, bye, Alex. Oh, he cracks me up bad. But that happened on Thursday night, and then Friday we had class, and we did all the whatever, did normal stuff, basically, and had dinner with this guy, Yusuf, who's from Egypt. And we kind of threw him off the deep end, because basically all of our the friend group was there, or at least, excuse me, most of the friend group was there, and he was fit pretty well. But yeah, what else happened Friday? I made a bunch of jewelry. I love jewelry making. It's my passion. I love it. And then I finished Game of Thrones on Friday. Mind you, we were watching Game of Thrones season 8 all throughout this week. Like, we got it on Monday, Tuesday, and just wrote it out through the week. Pissed me off. I mean, 3 out of my top 5-ish characters made it out in the end, but I didn't appreciate all of that, you know. What else? Saturday, I went home for a few hours. I had family dinner and saw Dawn and brought Dawn home for family dinner. Then I came back and I watched BlacKkKlansman with Sylvie. Watching that movie with a white person is... Anytime I watch a Spike Lee joint with a white person, it just cracks me up bad. But that movie's really funny and very appropriate to watch for our current political climate. And then I finished Bones and All. My stomach didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would, but I finished it. Then I stayed up too late dancing to Girls by the 1975. I did like a whole choreography to that song in my living room. And then I went to bed and then woke up late for church this morning. I woke up, literally woke up at 9:20. But then I woke up at 9, I think I woke up exactly at 9:30. And I was supposed to leave here at like 9:40. So yeah, that didn't, but I was only a few minutes late to church. And then I went on an hour and a half long walk, I filmed 2 TikToks and climbed a tree. I'm really itchy right now. This sweater is tad bit itchy. And it's not about my eczema to flare up, but so. And now I'm probably gonna finish eating and then go see Sylvie and make some more jewelry and study. And finish washing my clothes. And then, yeah. Key moments of the week. Do I like this boy? Who knows? Time will tell, as Blood Orange says. Okay, time will tell. Anything else? It didn't really snow. It just iced everywhere, and it was 9 degrees. I wake up every morning with 12 freaking degrees. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. I mean, and it's not that I like the cold. I like it when I'm alive and there's weather. I like being above ground and experiencing it. However, I wish it was spring, summer, something. But it's like 55 degrees outside right now and the sun is shining. It feels amazing. I didn't even have to wear my jacket today, my coat, or nothing. I just walked out like this. And apparently it's supposed to be like 71 degrees this week. Okay, Arkansas. Okay. That's pretty much all I have for you. I feel like even though this video has been like 30-ish minutes, I feel like I haven't said that much because I've been chewing and pausing for a lot of it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for today. Y'all stay safe. If it's snowing where you at, stay warm. I love you.